Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, we had a good lunch just now, and a good talk, of course, by our Miss Liana. I enjoyed it so much, and I too believe that with warrants is a cheaper way of entering into the stock market, and because of gearing, the leverage is that gives us a much more bigger return, and I'm all for it. So from now on, I will engage with Macquarie more, and perhaps to hold more sessions in our office on how do we profit from warrants. Now, as you know, we are experts in targeting the mother share. And once that one, leave it to us. That's our expertise. So after the targeting, we'll just come over to you and you tell me which series of the warrants is best to invest in. Is that a deal? Together, we can fly. I did that before in 2017 with another broking firm. But now, I've established a new relationship with Macquarie. Let's do it together, shall we? Yeah. Kevin, you like that? To all of you who, for the first time, who know me, my name is Fred Tam, and I welcome all of you to our academy. Some of you ask me, what does F1 stands for? What do you think? Formula One. Yeah. Formula One is actually, you hit the nail right on the head. It's Formula One. Although somebody says F stands for Fred number one. And that is also true because ever since I was young, I like to be the number one when I do things. I am the first mover. I don't like to be seven, and that's got its good point and bad point, yeah? The bad point is that I am under so much pressure to be the first all the time. And so far I did it. I did it in terms of my books. Now I've written, they say here officially 5, but actually it's 8. I have written 8. To me is good books on technical analysis, and I'm proud to say that after today, there's still yet to be somebody who can exceed this number. Huh? Yeah. The first technical analyst who's got the diploma in technical analysis as well from UK STA. Oh, when I did it, it was 2002. But that's 18 years ago, isn't it? So fast, At that time, technical analysis is relatively unknown. When I got it, somebody even said, Fred, that's voodoo finance. What you got, technical analysis, is not accepted by the, academic fraternity. But now, it's so different. UITM. Now, Dr. Hairul Nizam is here with me. Doctor, would you like to stand up, please? Dr. Hairul is from UITM, and he is actually the coordinator of the Bachelor of Business Administration Finance, second year. And I was there as the judge 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, was it? Yeah. And you had 8 groups, and where are all the 8 students who represented UITM? Could you stand up, please, too? There you go. Yeah, fantastic. And you know what they do? They studied a subject called technical analysis, and the code name of that subject is FIN 555. Am I right? And they'd have to do 50 hours of it. And at the end of it, do a presentation and tell us, okay, these are the indicators, okay, and this is penta. And based on the indicators, the penta is a sell on the short term, sell on the medium term, but hold on the long term. They could do it. At the age of, I don't know how young are you, 22, yeah, second year BBA. I am proud of you guys. I didn't get to do all this until I was 50 years old. I went to Golden Gate University, Professor Hank Pruden. At that time, he taught me technical analysis, and he taught me, and there was also a subject called FIN something, something, something. Then only I realized, wow, universities are doing that nowadays, not those days. So things have changed, and right now, brokers are beginning to love students, traders who are technical based. Because why? Because you guys know when to go in and know when to get out, and in a short time. And so you do buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell so often that you generate so much money for them in terms of brokerage. Don't they like you? They love you. But if you buy and hold stock for 1 year, do you think they'll love you? But you are a great fundamental analyst, but you buy and hold for 1 year. That's Warren Buffett, right? So I have nothing against fundamental analysts, I tell you. In fact, I use fundamentals before I trade a stock, and before I make a call, I check on it first, and then I check the technicals. But between the two, technicals comes first and fundamentals come second. But both are represented. So I am balanced in that sense. So come back to my topic of today. This is my topic. The 3 secrets of picking winning KLSE stocks. I forgot to put one word there. The 3 secrets of picking winning KLSE stocks in a bear market. Smiling at everybody. Because you and I know, we are not in the bull market. We are in a big bear market. Unlike the United States. Now, is it easier to pick a stock in a bull or a bear market? Bull. In a bear, it's so difficult. It's trying to find a needle in the haystack. It's hard to find. And this is where technical analysis comes in, and this is where we come in, and that's where you are coming all here, because you want to have that technique that can teach you to find a needle in the haystack. Isn't that what we all are looking for? Yeah. Those handful of stocks, good enough, right? That can rally, that can go up in a bear market. And so that's what I'm going to show you, the 3 secrets. So let us move forward. And yes, I realize I got to press this side and not that side. Take a look at this chart. It is a 2-year chart. 2018, 2019. Can you see where our market headed from the high of 1896 in 2018? It went all the way down to where it is today, which is 1568. That is yesterday's closing. And can you see this kind of a wedge? It is a downtrend, a persistent downtrend ever since it hit the high, and which is 1896, and that drop is equivalent to 328 points, and that is 17% down. Now, that's a lot. If I pull out a index stocks afterwards, then you realize how much we drop. From the index, you cannot feel how much we drop. Never mind, we'll come to that later. Now, and then came our general election. Our general election was on the 8th or 9th of May 2018, and I think was the last day was on the 8th before the election. And after the election, that's the line. This is the gray line that shows the election, that is 1846. ever since then, man, we are just dropping like a ton of bricks. And today, we never recovered from the GE 14 high. And we are the lowest right now in 4 years. I don't know whether you realize that. 4 years. The lowest in 4 years. And that's how bad we are. Just now Mr. Nicholas Tan also talked about Malaysian stock market. And even Bloomberg talked about it. And what did Bloomberg say? That $2 billion or 8 billion ringgit actually was taken out, exited our country. And the foreign funds just exited our country. Here is the reported diagram, okay, to show how bad Malaysia was. We are the only loser in 2019, Asia's only loser, and we are the worst burst in Asia. Oof. That's very, very hard to stomach. And for that reason, we can now understand why the market is so down. You can't make any money if you are trading KLCI stocks. So let me show you an individual stock so it makes some sense. And this is Public Bank. How many of you here don't know Public Bank? Everybody knows. Public Bank, they are solid as a rock. You put your money there 10 years ago, 10 years ago, you could be making a lot of money now. That was up to January this year. But if you put your money now in Public Bank, look, Public Bank dropped from January this year at 24.60 down to the current 19 ringgit for a loss of 20.73%. So in short, can you make money in Public Bank if you bought Public Bank? The answer is no, despite its solid performance. So I have nothing against fundamentals, like I say, but this chart shows that fundamentals alone is insufficient for us to make a decision to buy. Fundamentals must be combined with technicals. In this example, the fundamentals are solid, but the technicals shows that the foreign funds we don't know foreign or what, but you can know from the volume that these are big funds, and they are dumping this stock. They are dumping, not slowly selling. If they sell slowly, you don't get these kind of red candles coming down like that. It won't go like that. It will go slowly. That's what gentlemen kind of selling. This is like, I'm panicking, I got so much of supply, and look, I'm just dumping. And that is the position in Public Bank. So now of course, just now I saw one slide by my colleague, Aiman, and yes, he mentioned that for the banks, the forecast for 2020 is positive. And it might be so. But for me, I'm looking at this chart. If this represents the banking sector, I haven't seen a bottom yet. I will want to see a bottom, and then the U-turn, yes, then I will say that his forecast will be correct. But until then, what if we keep making new lows and lower lows? Like $18, like 17 ringgit, like 16, like 15. Can or not? You might say, yeah, it can, but you may say, Public Bank, this one. Improbable. Okay? But I can tell you Maybank in 1998 went down to 180. Who would believe that Maybank can go down to 180? In other words, anything can happen in the markets. We, as traders, we better look at the charts. And the charts, we better look for a U-turn and a buy signal, a bottoming out signal before we trade. Otherwise, just stay aside. Let it drop. Drop until it doesn't want to drop. We don't know when they are going to stop dropping. You know what I'm saying? So don't buy it because it's cheap, yeah? Because it can get cheaper. You are catching a falling knife. You're catching a falling knife here. All the way down. You think that this is the low? Falling knife again. I can show you another chart. This is Genting. Do you all agree with me? Genting is top-notch company. What I call it, listed company with casinos, collection of cash. They are cash rich, and yet this company fell from 743 down to the current 575, and this was not even updated up to date. Still falling. Where is the low? I don't know yet. But from this chart, you can see that the fall started over here. This is 2019. Yeah? There was another fall. This is a more current chart. Way up, right, at 9 ringgit. So we haven't got that here. But if I got that here, I'll tell you that foreign funds started to sell this stock long ago. I tell you first. So they are actually bearish on Malaysia for whatever reasons. Political, maybe, complications, maybe later on, even now. And so they are situated in between, Pahang and Selangor. And these two sultans, I don't know what, they cannot come to an agreement. One doesn't want to give license, the other one want to give. And so that's why they are selling down. But whatever the reasons are, we are not interested. We are traders. We are technicians. We just look at the price, at the volume. The market action will tell us where what to do and where it's going, and we go with the flow. And so reason is not important. So mid caps the same. So I'm going to show you very quickly mid caps. Yeah, Ulicorp is a mid cap, MID and S. It's a Security Commission sanctioned stock, but it felt like nobody's business. It went down 78%. And London Biscuit, I don't know. Whoa, this one also went down tremendously. It down 85%. So small caps, mid caps, they are also down. So in a downtrend, let me ask you, how can we make money? So we can't. You cannot make money if a stock continues to stay down, isn't it? But does that mean that everything is hopeless? No. Because it is not all black or all white. There are gray in between. So there are a few, like Mr. Nicholas Tan said, bright spots that you can, still leverage on, you can count on. But can you know where they are? Do you have a system or a technique that can go into our KLSE and pick those handful of bright spots and leave the thousands that are still on a downtrend, but only pick a little few? That's what I want to show you now, and that is how to use a software to run through all the stocks and only pick those bright spots. That would be my third secret that I like to share with you. But the first secret I want to share with you today is if you want to make it, you want to be rich, trading a stock, you need to buy a stock that is in an uptrend. Uptrend. That's the word you must remember. UPTREND. So these are the types of stocks that you need to look at, and that is an uptrend stock. We talked about Dayang just now, but Liana, and so this is Dayang. How good is it? How different it is, isn't it? Compared to Genting, compared to public bank. And I can show you chart after chart, Asiata, airport, all these are all down, down, down. But when you look at this, wow, it's a joy to look at. They are climbing up what I call Mount Kinabalu. And even Mount Everest. So guess how much you make if you buy here? 87 cents. And all the way up to now, you hold on to it, you would be up by 147% in 6 months. Is that what you want or not? How good is that? 147. Are you satisfied? Over 6 months, we're talking about 20%. How many percent is it per month divided by 6? And it's not the only uptrend stock. So I got the list of uptrend stocks, okay, that I would like to share with you. This is a second uptrend stock called Datasonic. Okay? And it's up 172% within 11 months. This is the kind of stocks that you're looking for. So, summarizing. So, what is my first secret of making money from the markets is, number one, downtrend, don't touch. Downtrend, don't touch. Sideways trend, don't touch. Only you touch it if it is in an uptrend. So, it's as simple as that. So, this is secret number one. Is that okay? Remember, touch only if it is an uptrend. The next question you're going to ask me, sir, how do I define an uptrend? That will be the next slide. So next slide repeats and say and reminds you that you only would like to buy stocks that are only in an uptrend. This is the definition of uptrend. Is defined as a series of higher highs. H2 is higher than H1 and L2 is higher than L1. That is such a simple but yet understandable definition of an uptrend. This could be a daily chart. This could be even an hourly or 5-minute chart, right? It is still an uptrend. So just go for stocks that are like that. And if you look at public bank and Genting, they won't qualify, right? Yeah, they haven't qualified yet, but at some point they would be. I would want to go back into Genting. I would like to go back into public bank. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking at them. If they can show me the players are now strong enough to push it to a high that is higher than the previous high, and when there's profit taking, the low is higher than the previous low, then I would re-enter Genting and public bank. But not now. So you see, that's how chartists like us would analyze the stocks based on these definitions. What is the next thing that we look at? Yeah, these stocks that are making higher highs, they are actually in a staircase kind of pattern. So we like this kind of stocks in a staircase pattern. For example, Franken, where H2 is higher than H1 and R2 is higher than L1. Then you got an uptrend already in Franken. And Franken yesterday make a new historic high, which means a fantastic entry. Right? So we have a buy and a further buy as it hits a new resistance, which is above H1 is a buy, above H2 is a buy, above H3 is a buy. So this stock obviously is a bullish uptrend stock. What about this? Another example of an uptrend stock, FP Group. If I'm not wrong, it's another new high. Look at this staircase, okay, that it is actually unfolding. This is the kind of stocks that we ought to be involving. So even though Malaysia is in a bear market, even though Bloomberg says that 8 billion has flowed out of this country, those funds actually that they went out actually are in index-linked stocks, not this type of stock. This type of stocks, in fact, the funds have gone into these stocks, right? So we should be concentrating on small cap stocks, which again, Mr. Ayman just now also emphasized that and he gave us a chart of the small cap index which shows it's in the opposite direction compared to the CI. And so this is an example of a small cap that is rallying up, right, climbing up the stairs. And as they climb, okay, they will then adjust themselves and into a steeper angle of ascent, okay, and then what I would call climbing Mount Kinabalu and Everest. So this FP Group, it makes 17% a month. How good is that? What does 17.5% mean a month? It means that if you invest 10,000 ringgit and buy this stock, if you have 10,000, how many of you have 10,000? Got right? Don't have ask daddy, mommy to give you. Yeah? Now, if not, then go for 1,000 bucks, right? If you have 10,000, and you traded FP Group, and you make 17.5%, so you make 1,750 bucks per month. For every 10 grand. How good is that? That's not bad. 1,750. Well, what can you do with that 1,750? Then you have a shut alarm, right, you guys? Go over to Kuala Selangor there and go shopping, buy a bit of fish here, have a dinner around the river. Hey, that's 1,750 can cover that, right? If still got some more money and travel to Hayat, when you call the Hajjai, and go do shopping there and come back, still can. That's what you can do. With 10,000 bucks, these are passive income. Yeah. But downtrend you shouldn't touch. So downtrend stocks, how do you define? A downtrend stock is where you have a low and a lower low. H2 is lower than H1 and L2 is lower than L1. And so if you have a stock like that, which is Genting and Public Bank, you stay out. So you'll be staying out in stocks because they are now what we call in waterfall patterns. They are going downstream. And the trouble is, we don't know how far down they're going to go. This is BAT, do you know? Do you know BAT? BAT? British American Tobacco, man. I mean, it's a solid heavy weight. Gosh. But notice, H2 is lower than H1 and L2 is lower than L1. Okay? That is already a definition of a downtrend, and it continues to be so until today. Until today. There is no rebound. For me, there will be a trend change if the price went up there and it can cross that high. Until then, it continues to fall. I just stay out. See? I mean, you can read all the reports you want to read about BAT. To me, I look at price. Good enough. I don't need to read all the reports. Because all those news and everything are already reflected and distilled and discounted by price and volume. Hence, the analysis of price and volume is all that is required. And that is a classic definition of technical analysis. So, let's look at another stock called Genting. Same thing. This Genting has got 2017. You can see it was $9. That's why I remember very clearly. It wasn't 7, it was 9. So it fell from 9. And before this is the January election, right? So before the January election, people are already selling their things. You can see from the chart. They never waited for the change of government. They knew that the government is going to change. That's the beauty of the charts, huh? So if you understand charting, you can see selling pressure coming in, right? Even before the GE election. This is the GE election. This is February 2018. This is the GE election. But the selling was done here. Foreign funds were already out. The charts are telling you. No one else will tell you that. Unless you know Goldman Sachs. Unless you are a privileged client. And see how they sell down until today. This is today. So just there. Let's continue. Yong Thai. It felt like a ton of bricks, this one. Right? All the way down. I lost 87%. Alright, so that's the first secret. Second secret is this. If the stock is in uptrend, there are two ways to buy. Number one, buy on breakout. Number two, buy on dips. What is called buy on breakout? What is called buy on dips? Stock goes up, comes down, and then rallies. That's for your resistance. That's called a buy on breakout. It breaks out of this resistance and you buy. The other way to buy is to pull back to a support where you buy on dips. So there's two ways to buy. One is to buy here, one is to buy here. Provided the stock is in an uptrend, meaning that your moving average must be right at the bottom, not right at the top. Let me give you the illustration. So here we have on top is a buy on breakout. Okay. Example. You see the resistance? The trick is to know where that resistance is. And our red turtle line, that can tell you where the resistance is. On the other hand, number two, buy on dip is where the support is. Bounces of it, we go in and buy. Again, another turtle line will help us to establish that. So you got a red turtle, you got a green turtle. So G packet, the example is here, buy on breakout. And guess what? See how it shot up? How much you make? This example is 63.6% in 60 days. Penta is an example of buy the dips. When it pull back, you buy. How much you make? You make, for example, it's not moving. Yeah. All right, it make 20%. And the thing is, if you flip stock by stock, it takes time. We got 1,000 charts, and that's why we use software. And so in 2017, only in 2017, I came across Share Investor Station. And Share Investor Station allowed me to program and write my algorithm and my formula inside their software, and they locked it up. And they allowed me to rent it out to you guys. And so some of you here are our members, and you subscribe to that software and the algorithm. They allow you to scan through the thousands of charts within 1 minute and tell you the list of stocks that are uptrend. How good is that? And that is possible because of Share Investor. So I have Share Investor to thank for that. May I know Share Investor, the CEO is here? That is Mr. Edwards. Okay, would you please stand? I am so proud and I'm so honored. that you came today at Mr. Edwards. And again, I say it again. If not for Share Investor, okay, I won't have that software that can scan thousands of stocks within a minute. I can do it for Malaysian stocks, Singapore stock, Indonesian stock, Thai stocks, Hong Kong stocks, US stocks, and everything else. As long as the database is in Share Investor Station, I can do it. And that's how good it is. And the Share Investor Station software. Now, of course, we pay a price for it. And that's why, I know some of you keep complaining, it's so expensive one, can we reduce the price? That one, please, Mr. Edward is here. And now you tell him the problem that I have with Mr. Edward. I take this opportunity to tell. So, see, so the third, that comes to my third secret, which I want to share with you, and that is I found Share Investor. And they allow me to do two things. Okay, to scan all the 1,000 stocks within a minute, and then to identify buy sell signals using the arrow. So I'm going to show you what does that mean. And so this system I discovered in 2017. And today it is a household name. No joke, just within 2 years. And this is how it works. How does it work? We just follow the arrows. 3 arrows are pointing up, technical buy. 3 arrows are pointing down, technical sell. Okay, what those arrows are to you, okay, the formula behind is we will be in the 3 months course, right? And the 3 days course, you're just interested to know whether this is uptrend. 3 arrows up means uptrend, and 3 arrows down means downtrend. What did I say about secret number 1? You must buy a stock in an uptrend. 3 arrows up means uptrend. Good or not? Huh? Simple enough, right? So take, for example, Air Asia. When do I buy? So 3 arrows up. Arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, so I buy. Where is the 3 arrow down? I can only see a 3 arrow down there. 3 arrow down, 3 arrow down. And from here to there is 8 months. So I just hold on to it for 8 months, 7 months. And how much did we make? 83.6%. How good is it? It's about 10% a month. If I invested 10,000, I would have made 1,000 ringgit. Are you happy with 1,000 ringgit? You should be. This is stocks, What if we do options? It's even better. And we are going to do that, Lena, right? Right. So that's Asia. But there are thousands of stocks. If you're going to do it manually, it's going to take you 4 hours, like what I did last time. So when I bump into Share Investor Station, they can do all this. Wow, I said, you are God sent, Right, so this is how I'm doing it. Because of the lack of time, I cannot demonstrate to you, right, how to scan. So I have done the scan, which is within a minute. This is the result of the scan. Now this scan is did on Friday, yesterday, 5 o'clock after the market closed, and good for Monday. So I'll tell you what stocks are going up on Monday. Look at the top. TDM, first one. Arsawit, second one. Now, SolarWest, ignore it because they don't have enough data. WTK, Sedania, JTSA, LIV Corp, Revenue, familiar? Revenue. Great Tech, familiar? JHM, are you familiar? Simeplan, are you familiar? B-Plan, are you familiar? Can you see all these plantations? No wonder Mr. Ayman said plantation is going up. And it is a sector to look at. It's moving now. What more? All right, MI is from other sectors. Permaju, other sectors. Muikop, a bit of plantation by properties. Chapat, plantation. IJM plant, plantation. Look, IJM plant don't move at all. B plant all don't move. Suddenly, all this come alive. What is it telling us? The huge volume. They're telling you the whole sector is moving. They show you, to me, it's really unusual, this amount of volume coming. There's the bull run. A bull run on stocks. Not stocks, plantation stocks. Some more. Jotin, KLK, Ta'an. Very significant. So you know what you do? Okay, so I want to know Ta'an before I call a buy. You right click this and the Ta'an chart comes out, and that's when you make a decision. Nice or not? The pattern. If nice, go in. If it is already shot up, the turtle has gone above water and shoots up, don't buy. When it just breaks out of the water and only what its head is above the water, you buy. Great Tech is one of them. And there are several. If you want to know, get that SI screener. That is that $1 million dream machine that you all want to have. I repeat, the screener, KLSC screener. Don't talk about American, don't talk about Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia. Just this, if you do it well, you'll be a multi-millionaire. Yes, I'm in the market. I didn't put in $1 million. I have $1 million in fixed deposit, but I didn't put $1 million here. But I put in some money here because I am also make calls. To make calls, I myself must have a feel for the market, so I am in the market. And so I do have positions in some of these stocks. Great Tech, for example, I have. All right. Revenue, for example, I have. It's great stocks. These are great stocks. Revenue just crossed, but the cross is so high. The turtle head, actually, the whole body came out of the water for the turtle. And so the turtle is not eating kangkong only, you know. Where's dog? Dog believer is here. And so eating out. So that kind of thing. So let's continue, yeah, due to the lack of time. So I show you 3 stocks. Franken. This is a beautiful stock. Bought on the 30th of Jan at 83 cents, right up there. Today, it's 212. And for 155%, in 11 months, that's equivalent to 15%. Who says stocks can't make money, right? That's one. The second stock, you got to have this stock. You got to have it. It's so good. We make so many times this call. From the 26th of August, we bought at 117 up to today. And today is 215. It's not 202. That one is 2 days ago. Today, turtle head pops out of water again for Great Tech, which is a new high. And that's another good reason to buy. Profit 72% in 3 months. How do you like that? 20%. Oh, this one can go further, can go Singapore already to do shopping. Yeah, can go Australia already to do shopping. Revenue. This is what I mean. Turtle head and body pops out of water. Not only the head. Right? A buy here. And then a further buy there. Can you see all these arrows are further buys? When it goes sideways, we don't touch it. When it starts to break, we are in again. We are in again. We are in again. The arrow show tells us, reminds us to be in. So, guys, how do you see this? How do you find this system, TAD? Isn't it powerful? Isn't it a powerful system? Do you want it to be yours? Do you? Anybody? Yes? So far, you like it? How many still not sure? The rest never put up the hand. That means you are not sure. Right? Have more belief. Believe in the system. That the system can work. All right, you don't touch, you don't believe it 100%. Trade a little bit. Instead of trading 10 lots, trade 2 lots, 1 lot. Test the system. Even test with paper money, demo account. See whether it works or not. Then you will know. Okay. Revenue, 19% in 2 months. Oh my God, J. Tiasa, you got it. You got Ta'an. Yep. I know, R. Savit. How many of you got R. Savit? Still got? Yes, there you go. Yep. I mean, this guy, right? Look at the volumes on the right hand side. Do you see this kind of volumes? It's whole life you never saw this kind of volumes. And suddenly, this volumes come in. What is it saying to you? You think those people who put the money in are just doing it for fun? They don't know what they're doing? And look, they are small boys or big boys. They are big fund managers, not you and not me. Definitely not me. I play maybe 10, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. That's all I play. That they play by 10 million, by the millions. I give you another stock, but there's so many that you can identify one. Okay? And that those are actually the needles in the haystack, the bright spots that Nicholas talking about. Let's give you another stock, if there is another stock, and that will be okay. 3,008. If you go in 10,000 shares, you're going to make $3,800 within 2 months. So it's very good, isn't it? Now, this already run. I never asked you to go in this one. You must go in those that the turtle head just pop out. Those are the ones that you want. And for those, just scan it through. And you'll find, I'll give you another 2 more and then I'm done. Because I'm short of time. This is a fantastic stock. R. Savit. Look at the volumes on this side. Who is inside? The big boys are inside. When did our TAB trigger the buy? The answer is here, here, and here. Already triggered buy at what price? 15 cents triggered buy, 29 cents. Why did we take a profit there? Because of an old high. And guess what? It even went above the old high. Whoa! So somebody complained to me, I took my profits early. You never go broke taking a profit. You're never wrong taking a profit. But you must leave some there to fight the market. Don't want to take all 100% lah. You got 10 lots, take 5 lots, or take 7 lots. Remain 3 lots to fight with the market in case the market goes up. You still got 3 lots now. Or if you take all and it goes up further, re-entry strategy. You need to go back in. So do you have that strategy? Or are you saying, hey, now 31 cents, too high, don't change lah. Not my luck lah. There is no luck when you are a trader. Understand? You go back in, you're wrong. You made a mistake, and you go back in. That's the way to be a professional trader. So it's fantastic, yeah. You never saw that volume before. So let's continue. You can do day trade. Now with an active market like that, I teach you these 4 steps to do a day trade. Step number 1, quickly. We teach this in our class, but I don't know, I feel happy. I want to share with you. So step number 1, look for a turtle breakout. Which is a turtle breakout? This is a turtle breakout. There you go. This is a turtle breakout. A turtle breakout from the resistance. And on a 5-minute or 10-minute chart, the prerequisite is that yesterday there must have been a dead buy signal. Otherwise, you cannot use a 5-minute chart just like that. So the precondition is yesterday already got that buy signal. Today, early morning, 9 o'clock, you see a turtle pops out of the water, go in. Because you have turtle, you have atom, you have duck. The duck also must be seen. At the same time, the volume on the day must be higher than the day before. And that's all the 4 conditions you look for a day trade. I give you an example. This is, he Kisan. This is Kisan. At 9 o'clock and 9:10, it triggered a buy. It triggered a buy at 38 cents, and then it went all the way up. And at 3 o'clock, okay, I saw a Japanese candlestick reversal pattern there, so I sold it off. That's called a fast turtle sell. So we sold it at 52 cents. How much did we make this trade? Right? This trade, we make 13.5 cents. And so if you traded with 10,000 shares, you bought 10,000 shares, that means your investment was only 3,008 because it's 38 cents when you bought at 10,000 shares. So your capital is 3,008. 3,008 made 1,350. How good is that? 1,350 a day is a lot of money. I don't even want you to make so much. You just got to make 500 a day. I mean, every 5 cents you sell. 5 cents a day, that means you make 500 a day. There are 20 working days. 20 times 5 is how much? 10,000. So you have already in everything. You look for one stock that can give you 5 cents day trade, and you take a profit. Or you must find a new stock. But there are thousands of stock here. Now you've got to scratch that screener. You can screen all the stock. Can't you pick one stock that go 5 cents? That's your challenge. Find a stock, go up 5 cents, take a profit. You make 500, do it for 20 days. You make 10,000. Your capital is 10,000. You have 10,000 extra income to go on for a holiday. In Singapore, go shopping, come back. And there's no thanks to your credit card at all. How nice. Let's do it, yeah? No, it's no joke. Every day, you're just going to find a Kisan. And there was another one. It's called Zcon. Let me show you another one. This is Zcon. Buy at 9 o'clock, I believe. And that is at 37 cents. Oh, this will shot up like a rocket. And you have a sell signal there at 52 cents. And you make how much? This example. Oh, again, another bomb. Whoops. 15 cents, right, which is 1,500 a day. And I only want 5 cents. I only want 500 ringgit. So it exceeded target as well. So you can see the power of technical analysis. Huh? And that is that you can buy and sell, okay, according to the signals. You can't do that if you're an FA. That takes a bit longer time. Because the question of timing is purely technical. Right, and Zcon and Kihin, actually the fundamentals are not in the blocks. Not there at all. Because we are short-term traders, we don't need to see blocks for the FA. You're in and you're out, putting a stop loss. Here are some of the picks of the last 5 months and how they fare. So let me quickly go to Dufu, 92%, Great Tech, they're still good, Panergy, 74%, Dayang, still moving like hell today, 72%, Jakes, still going for the rebound, 65%, Franken, make a new high, 50%, MI, went up again, this one, 54%, Penta, came down, but actually stabilized, still at 430, something, Caribbean, still there, revenue, shot up the roof, G-Tronic steady, Inaudi steady. Not bad, yeah? These are our picks. Compared to that of the small cap index. During the same time, how far did the small cap index move? Only 1%. And if you traded the KLCI, you lose money. You lose 7.29% if you had traded KLCI. So my conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, is that you pick all these stocks, you make money. You pick index-linked stock, you lose money. As simple as that. So in our market, there are two markets. the CI market, and the small cap, mid cap markets. And the small cap, mid cap markets also you need to break them down. You need to have a system, a technique to scan through all the stocks and pick up those that are trending, because even with small mid cap there are those that are not trending or trending down. So the word trend is the most important word of today. And you should buy a stock in an uptrend. It's a simple secret, it's an open secret, but nobody follows them. That's the whole trouble. You know why? Human nature, I want to buy cheap. Drop some more, better, buy more. Drop some more, buy some more. Buy until no more money to buy. All right. So, guys, you want to learn all this? This is the course. This is the gold standard course. We call it the Professional Certificate in Financial Technical Analysis, which we joint venture with Unimas in Sarawak. And we offer you a diploma. Okay, we train you, prepare you for the UK diploma. This is truly the gold standard in UK and the US. If you got that, you can go to any of the top broking houses in the world. They are Goldman Sachs, okay, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Schroders, Bloomberg. UOB Kay Hian is a Singapore company that is again another gold standard which you could all join. And by the way, if I may even mention here that one of our students, okay, who took online, her name is Shui Ting, and she passed the exams and then went to Singapore, UOB Kay Hian for an interview as a technical analyst, and now she is working for UOB Kay Hian under Mr. Nicholas Tan. Give him a round of applause. I repeat, after the course here, she went to Singapore for an interview, Shui Ting, for a post of technical analyst, and she succeeded, and she already is now working for 1 year or more with UOB Kay Hian, the oldest broker in Singapore. How good is that? Now we've got people in the pipeline who is also on the way to going there. Afnan is one of them there. Afnan, you already got your STA, and you're from Segi University. Haven't even gone through and passed Segi University, but already got STA and CFT. You see how far advanced he is. And there is another lady called Lim Chin Pei, who also studied this course over here. She passed the exams. She's now with Kananga as a technical analyst. Technical analyst, not remisier. And that's how good our courses are. So let me continue. This is a 3 months course starting January to March. And the course curriculum is 3 months course over the weekends. So Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you are working on a Monday to Friday, that's fine. And the Saturday, Sunday is from 9 to 6 p.m. Registration started now already until the end of December. Right? And then commencement is January the 11th of next year for the next intake, which is the 22nd intake. And this is the 3 months course, yeah? We have tutorial as well. And where is it? Training ground. The campus is over here. So the campus is at Scott Garden. Now, principal lecturers, 4 of us. Who are they? Of course, yours truly, myself. I teach on Japanese candlesticks, and I teach on chart patterns analysis, and I also teach on designing trading systems. And to help me and assist me is none other than Mr. Nicholas Tan from Singapore. All the way he flies up here to assist us, okay, in training in all the other modules. So we have got one special trainer there to assist me. I have got Mr. Ayman Shamsu, another great trainer, senior lecturer, to assist me in training you guys. And of course we have Mr. Chu Wei Chun. So these are the senior lecturers that will be assisting me. Now what is the value of this course? Actually I just put 185, but it could be more, isn't it? I mean, if you are joining a broking firm and you can help, for example, as a technical analyst suiting, if she can help UOB Kay Hian to bring in 10 million business, isn't this course worth 10 million? This is what I'm saying. The worth of it It depends on how much as a result the person can do for the company, and that's how much it is worth. But we are not charging you that much. We are only charging you 22,678. Okay, and that's really a steal. But we have a promotion, so I'm giving you cheaper. I'm not giving you 22,000. We have Christmas is coming, and so it's going to be 18,000. Take note of that. That is all you pay. 18,000. Is it a lot of money? Depend. I tell you, somebody asked me, tell me, very expensive lah, Mr. Fred. I wouldn't pay lah. Hey, give me 10,000 lah. I said, do you trade? He said no. Then I said, if you don't trade, 1 cent also you don't need to pay. You don't need to come also. What for, isn't it? I mean, you don't use it to further your purpose in life. But if you say you want to be a fund manager and manage 100 million of funds, hello, 18,000, is it cheap or not? To train you up to become a fund manager to manage 100 million worth of funds. Now I've got fund managers who actually were trained here before and now managing more than that. What's his name? Dr. Nazri Khan. 2007. He came to my course. But now look at him. He's managing Interpac. Huge funds. And he did the STA. Yes. I've got the picture there to show as well. So, but for member are those of you who already attended my 3 days course. You get it only for 16,395. That's how good it is, yeah? So take advantage of this Christmas promo. Which is going to end when? 25th. Where is it ending? 25th. Alright, 25th. I cannot see there. A bit blur. 25th. So Christmas Day, no more already. Then back to old price. So you guys, you want to be a fund manager, you want to be an analyst, you want to be a remisier, please come and join us and get this special promo.